what do you say, everybody? Hopefully you're having a fantastic night. Good afternoon. Jason here, signature of eSports, and a pleasure to have you live on the show. So some action, kind of out of the ordinary, kind of out of the loop, kind of, just doing a whole bunch of different things. Because why not? This is a new league that's going to be starting here in about 2 weeks. And they're running a recruitment race tonight. It's called the Fixed Racing League. They're brought to you by Admin Box. And they've got a few folks in here that we're normally a part of, and we've seen them have a ton of fun. So while they get out here and run, we're gonna call this race. We're gonna have some fun with it, and know that this is kind of the end all, the be all when it comes to my favorite kind of car. They're gonna run the Gen 6 series tonight, and that's huge. It's big. It's like the total glory of racing. You know what I mean? The way I see it. Let's see. I'm getting some things typed up and fixed up and ready to go. Good to see you all again. If you haven't done so, there you go. That's what I mean. TJ, thank you for the like, sir. Appreciate you. Like, follow, subscribe on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. To be able to be a part of what we do, and which is a little bit of everything. If you missed my live stream news, me trying to make sure everything works correctly again because we had some power outages. We had a whole bunch of things happening, and it's just the way it goes. We just have to make things work. You know what I mean? Mr. Dudley, he's out there. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Hopefully, you're going to have a fantastic race. I do need to check session settings. I know that they put them out there for me. So, folks, we're going to look at them together because I forgot to do this earlier. Okay. All right. We're good. All right. Let's just go back and do this again. So, how's everybody doing? You all having a fantastic day. Amar's going to be your race controller tonight, folks. So you all know Amar, AMR, RC, AMR Paintworks. He gets out there, and some of the best calls when it comes to racing. Glad to see him out there. Here's your race information, folks. And this is going to be brought to you by Admin Box. We're going to run the Kansas Speedway. It's, of course, my favorite track. It is I think one of the best and fun tracks that you can do on this circuit. So we'll see just what these fine folks are going to be able to do here. 70 degrees in the air temperature, 75 laps today. We're going to run 2 fast repairs, 4 sets of tires. I believe it's 100% fuel. When we looked at that, I didn't check yet, but we'll kind of know just based off of the telemetry. We'll see what happens here. But the Gen 6 car is going to be the Gen 6 Camaro, Ford Mustang, and Toyota Camry. I'm excited to see these cars back out here running again. It's just the one race that the one car that feels natural to the iRacing community. So I'm glad to be back here, being able to call it and see them happen again. This is what we got our start on, and the NASCAR circuit. So I'm pretty happy to see him back out there. iRacing.com for your simulation action. Make sure you go check out all of the ways that you can get out there and be a part of the sim rig. They've got some good discounts going on for the annual memberships. I will tell you that the iRacing platform is only getting bigger. They're going to add more and more and more, and eventually, knock on wood, the rain will come out, right? Look at this. Going to be a part of this league. Fixed Racing League is an open recruited race right now. All you have to do, you've got a couple of minutes left. You have just a few minutes left. Get out there and look at the open lobby. They're getting ready to qualify now, so you might be able to make it. Make sure if you have not, you've got friends in here, you can join up those friends. Hopefully they don't do that in the race, and we have a good clean race because Kansas can be a lot of fun. It can be one of those racetracks that you just enjoy. So we'll see what these drivers are going to do. Qualifying is going to begin. Admin Box with 2X's. Go to adminboxwith2X's.com. Check them out. Cautions be brought to you by Dark Horizon Fishing. Of course, he's always the guy. Facebook.com/Dark Horizon Fishing. You get your opportunity to, or the opportunity for his guided fishing tours for this summer, and this fishing season is about to be done. So make sure you go check them out as quickly as you can. We're gonna go have some fun. This is gonna be nice. The session is hosted by Matthew Marie. He's gonna be out there kicking butts and taking names. Hopefully he's gonna be doing some good stuff. We saw his paint scheme earlier in the series. I want to make sure that the cameras are set up like they're supposed to, so bear with me. Let's check the Ross, thank you very much for the live. Appreciate you. Adjustments on that on the fly here, so bear with me on those actions as well. This is going to be a chance for me to set these Gen 6 cars back up the way that I had them before. I love these cars, and I love them because they drive everywhere. And we try to make that work, and we'll try to make sure that we get the sound correct for all the drivers. So, that's kind of loud for the Toyota. I think I had the Chevy figured out. I think that one I still had taken care of. We did some adjustments on that. That's the one. Still big and proud at the racetrack. It's gonna be good. We should have a big field. They should have a full field. Kansas is one of those racetracks that it really does. It really goes to show the drive line for the drivers. It can be a high line run a track you can defend. Just so long as they don't have a bunch of cautions for a recruitment race, I think this will go well. And if you are out there and you're watching from inside the recruitment race, please keep the chats clean. Make sure that you know that I'm here to call a race and be an independent person when it comes to all of this. I don't have any control over the drivers in there. I don't have any control over the admins or the league. I just call the race. That's pretty much the way it is. Amara will send me, if somebody gets kicked for whatever reason, Amara will send me a message. He'll send me some cool stuff. So we'll kind of know what's going on. But for the most part, I'm literally back here. So let's hope everybody qualifies and gets out there and has some fun. Right now we've got 30 drivers qualifying. I think so. Yeah. But we'll see how it works. We shall see. We shall see. Gen 6 cars are a ton of fun. They really are. They really. And let's see you guys out there. Keep the chats lively. I want to make sure that you folks know chats are live on the bottom left of your screen. You'll be able to see those. And you'll be able to see the reactions on pretty much everywhere. I think the only thing I can't is on YouTube. YouTube is the only platform that reactions just don't do it. I am Gamer, giving us a big old sub out there on YouTube. Thank you very much. I just can't see the likes. I think I can just see the subscribers. So thank you very much to everybody for being out there, kicking butt, taking names, like, follow, subscribe, Facebook, Kick, Twitch, and YouTube. We are ready to go. Ready to go. Man, oh man. How about all them apples? Good qualifying laps for some of the drivers. Blake Howell, 38.27 with the I rating. He's got a 30.26. We'll see what he does. Ooh, Sammy Hatchell. Go down here, 38.25. Locking down fifth for the time being. Holy man, oh man. And I'm just double checking some stuff, folks, so bear with me. Because I want to make sure that the YouTube stuff goes right to their channel. And I also want to make sure that we're tagging iRacing and everything that we can, because, that's what we're supposed to do. Yeah. Gonna go out there on Facebook. for 18 or 19,000 followers, or 18,595. So if you haven't had a chance, get out there, give us some love. Starting grid for today's race, Blake Howell is going to be your pole sitter. Anthony Ficola. Anthony Ficola is going to be in the outside row on that starting positions out of the Midwest. John Freeman and Larry Eddy are going to be there. Row number 2, Brian Wasserman going to have Seth Hatchell in row number 3. Crank Bell will have Riley Mobley in row number 4. William Mann back out there. We're going to see Will knock it out. He's going to have Jason Branch to his outside row number 5. Ryan Campbell and Joe Gregory will be there in row number 6. Row 7 will be Brad Neer and Robert Dudley. Gino Morrow is going to have Jonathan Wright there in row number 8. David Bell Jr. is going to have Noel Holmberg in the number 45 in the outside row. Jason Spear and Derek Sellers make up row number 10. Russell Black going to have Seth Warren there in row 11. Elrich George is going to have Bernard Person in row 12. Row 13 will be Kim Kraus and David Palmer. Dakota Meaner is going to have Rick Schneider in his outside row. David Farrell is going to have Todd Manger in the 21 in row number 15. Wade Patterson's going to have Dalton Powell in row 16. John Petrozella can speak. Petrozell in the 58. I will get that right before the end of the night. 58 is going to be there in row 17 with Matt Marie to the outside. Sam Frazier will have row number 18 locked in. Amar is going to be out there race control. And Albert Anderson with Johnny Wood there in row 19. Row 20 will be Eric Bunch and Glenn Stout Jr. Battle Road. It's a big field. 48 cars, actually 39 cars if you don't count Amar. They're going to be ready to go. Zach Evans, give us a follow. Thank you, Zach. Appreciate you very much for the follow out there on Facebook. And thank you to all the fine folks out there ready to knock it out of the park. We are going to have a good time. Very good time. I want to make sure that you folks can chat in comments. Let's make sure that we are follower on that, because that's what we're supposed to do. And then on the old YouTube platform, should be subscriber on the chats, I believe. Yep, that's the way it is. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Sam, thank you for following. I appreciate you. And then on Twitch and Kick, everything's just the same way it's supposed to be. Let's make sure the chat settings are set to followers. There we go. All right, everybody's followers. Everybody should be able to do their thing. Appreciate everybody being out there. Appreciate the chats. Appreciate everybody picking a button, taking names. So all of that stuff should be set. Thank you to all the fine folks for being out there. Cheer on your favorite racers. Make sure that you get out there and have a wonderful time. Blake Howell ready to go. Pace Trucks going to dive in. It's going to be on the Leader Start Research Zone coming up here for the Fixed Racing League. A whole lot of fun. A whole lot of action. Gen 6 cars. Let's see if they can make this a green-to-green race with some green flag pit stops. How about them apples? 3, 2, 1. Full send. Start of the race. With a pedestrian out of bad start. 66 and the 20. The 20 Freeman's running the little Larson paint scheme there, so we'll see how that's going to work out. Drivers going to have to be a little patient. Going to wreck easy. Caution comes out quick. As it's a big one. Lap 1. Kind of saw it get pushed pretty quickly there. Here's the 23. This is where this happened. 23, 24 right here. 24 off the corner. 23 wraps it around. 8-1. Drivers trying to stop. Man, oh man. One more time. Chris, thank you for the like, man. Appreciate you. Here's where this kind of turned into. Oh, that was a stop and go situation. Fantastic job by that driver, Brian Wasserman here at the 23. Again, one more time. Oof. They got a couple of fast repairs, so they can just calm it down, settle it back in. 41 to the 21. wanted to I want to see when that's Todd here, the 21. Let's bring this back just a little bit before the caution came out. Albert Anderson getting the stop. I think he might have been able to stop here. Didn't even lock up the tires. I think he just stopped. Nice job. Maybe he locked up the right rear. Oh, it happens. It happens. That was a Ricky Bobby moment. It was. It most definitely was. Definitely was. All right. We got about 13 cars on pit road. Seth Hatchell, one of them. Larry Eddy, Bernard Person. So we will have some drivers. There's Brian Wasserman. He's going to be able to get back out there. He's got to go right to the front. So it's going to take some time for the drivers to figure that out. There's Ryan Campbell here, the number 5. Good to see Ryan back out there running. Blake Howell, your race leader. Ooh, don't blink, sir. Don't blink. John Freeman, runner of the 20. And under caution for the first time. Drivers ready to go. I'm ready to go. We're ready to have some fun. These cars still sound mean. Do like it. There's the 47. That is Glenn Stout Jr. here. I wonder if Glenn is going to get released by the pace truck. I'm not quite sure why he's behind the pace truck. He should be. Doesn't seem to be that he should be there. He should be ahead of the pace truck. Hey, I don't know. I don't know what it is. But we will see what happens. We'll see what the driver's going to do. Some of the drivers getting some of their damages fixed. There's the 48 of Jonathan, or the 36 of Jonathan Wright under the 48 paint scheme. 2135simware.com. Larry Eddy's going to be there in the 24. He got some of the damage repaired as well. No fast repair check for him, so might as well work it out and then maybe possibly get yourself a good looking fast repair a little bit later. Not a time to be taking tires, not yet at least. See if they do it. All good stuff. All good stuff. Jason Branch here, the 28, up 3. Biggest mover of the race so far. Derek Sellers is one of them. There's John Petrozel. He is going to be there in the 19th spot. He's up 14. Recipient of a, hey, let's not full send it right away. Albert Anderson up 13. Samuel Frazier is going to be up 12. So is Matt Marie. And, of course, Dalton Powell here, 2 of the admins ready to go. A little admin box action on the left quarter panel. Run my logo on the back. Appreciate that very much. 47's getting released. Here he goes. Back on the lead lap. Blake Howell, John Freeman. They're going to go double file. And I'm going to plug up the drone cam. I will be right back. They're going to go green flag racing once again. They're ready to go. I'm ready to go. How about some green flag racing once again? We're going to restart from the 5 on the outside. For the 20 on the outside. Sorry, John Freeman. We'll drop into the 66. 66 Blake Howell. Losing a little bit there. But there goes Craig Bell. To the outside, Howell. A little blank going on there. 20 up the race line. Not going to be clear just yet. 14 Diggs. Head about big push from the 66. Side, Frank Bell on the high side, so there goes John Freeman to the lead. 66 with a blink through. It's got to be careful with that. Gino Moreau Got Dudley to the bottom side. 23 stuck in a rock and hard spot here. Very wide on quarter exit coming up. Back to double file. I do believe the 23 is going to try to 71 here. Limit the 23 paint scheme. As low as possible. A little Mercury action for the 49 ahead of it. There's the 30 of Derek Sellers digging in the corner. Fastest lap of the race just ran by the 39, the 33.20 all the way to the bottom side of the racetrack with a flat paint scheme for him. Noel running the 45. It's ran a 30.21 as the drivers back out and dig in a little bit. Mixed Racing League Kansas is the actual 5 paint scheme. Nope, that is Jason Branch there. Oh, they're getting tidied up. Gonna go around. Caution. Man, it's a big one back here. 99 on the brakes hard. Rouse with some heavy nose damage. Eric Sellers involved. David Palmer involved. Oof. Oh, big skadoosh. Upside down, inside out. Oh, some net-coated cars. Hard to get on the brakes on these things. Robert Mobley having an issue, but our person up at the pit road to the David Palmer. All started up here somewhere. Got a few laps in there. Did a great job of getting it on. There's the 30 and the 23. Little wheel hop for the drivers. It all started right there. Let's back this up just a little bit. The 30 rolls the inside. Has a good run to the inside of this of the 19. There's the 81 right there as well. 30 on the inside. And then just trying to exit. 23 there, holding the line on the exit. Comes up and then boom, boom, boom. 40. Skadoosh is out of the way. Oof, oof. He's just along for the ride at this point. It's the 71 there of Gino Morrow. Go on board in the cockpit here. This gets turned around. Like that. Mirrors are on. Those mirrors should be on. You guys should be able to see those mirrors. Wait. Oh, yeah. Like, at a certain point, he's just along for the ride. The fact that the car still runs is crazy. Master Bears coming out in half the field. In and out of here. Lee Cowell, your race leader. Man, oh man. That was a rough one. Very rough. Big ouch. On our line, Chris. And this is Kansas. This is one of course, one of my favorite tracks. But a reminder that the drivers are going to be looking at getting used to driving with each other. And they are Gen 6. Yes, Gen 6 cars. They got to get used to driving around each other, and then when they get into actually racing, that's when it's going to be. It's going to be a different story. I think the racing cleans up. You know, recruitment races can be fun and they can run green and green, but you know, you'd have to set yourself limits. And these guys would be fine. They'll be fine. Lee Cowell out front. Anthony Ficola is going to be in second. William Mann Jr. up to third. Good to see William get out there and have some fun. Champion action going on for the 29. Robert Dudley up to fourth. Joe Gregory in the 19th. We're a little Martin Truex Jr. paint scheme. David Bell. He's in the 26. We're put in the old 5 Larson paint scheme. Noel Holmberg is running a little TGI Fridays 45 action. Got the TFRL logo already on there. There's 28 of Jason Branch. Albert Anderson's going to be in the 39. He's got the telephone pole looking. Matt Marie up 24 spots. But I'll tell you what, Albert and Matt both up in the 20 spots. You don't recognize any of the iRacing names? I do. But I've been around for a minute. So I recognize names. I know some of these names in here. I'm waiting for Spicy to get in here. William Mann, I know him. Blake Howell, we've seen him run time or two. Dudley, we know, of course. David Bell, we know. Joe Gregory, I've seen in races. He and I have raced side by side. Noel Holmberg, don't know that name. Jason Branch, I do know. Albert Anderson, Matt Marie. Matt Marie, of course, the league owner for today's league. Rick Snyder, I've seen Rick run in a couple of series. Or, I'm sorry, in a couple of league races. Not league races, fixed races. Dalton Powell, of course, one of the admins for the league. Russell Black, we know very well. David Farrella, one of the admins as well. Samuel Frazier, we've seen a time or two. Derek Sellers, we do know. Brian Wasserman, we know very well. And outside of that, we know Amar. Or we've seen. I say no, but we've seen these drivers run. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, we've got some familiar names and faces. And a lot of these drivers have been in and have ran the Gen 6. So we'll it wasn't a commodity. Gen 6 is where we started. Back at it, green flag. Fixed racing league. Kansas being a ton of fun so far. Now a good run. 13 laps into the 75. Patience is key here. Kansas running. Whoa, 19. Jody Gregory saving it here. It's got a whole lot of traffic. He's going to hold it to the bottom. Going to have to really work on getting back around. He's a little free. Trying not to come up the racetrack there. You see him trying to keep it down here. Going to get up and go to work now. Oh, man. Man! Well, the 29 on the bottom side. It's got the forward control. To the bottom side as well. 66, Blake Howe out front. Then I click on the blinks. But we don't want to do that. We want to give him the chance to be on screen and not do that. I tell you what, they're fun. It is a good league. It is really good. And they have a no tolerance policy on the BS. That's what makes me like them even that much more. 66 battle on the outside, side by side for the lead. Here is Mann and Howell dig for Colas there. Get a big push. Robert Dudley trying to bump draft to 29. This is old Kansas. Or this is how old Kansas drives. The outside lane trying to prevail with the Gen 6 car. Jason Branch in tow. How about double file? 2x2. There's the 28 and the 26 running David Bell. Goes it back in. Just ran the fastest laps of the race. 30.14. Compress off track. Came over the back tail end. 99 trying to roll back forward. Kind of just looks like, yeah, there's a caution. Something happened to bring that one out. Some nose damage for the 99. Take a look. On the bottom side here, something had to have happened beforehand. How did this happen? Oh, in the pack here. 99. Oh, a little free. 100 on the outside. Net code. Got a net code again. Boy. About 15. Heck yeah. I'll make you a Brennan Pool paint scheme too. It's unfortunate. The caution comes out. Always George. There's a look. 24. Ooh, that's what went up. Oof. 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 These cars wreck heavily. They really do. I mean, I agree with the paint scheme, but I can't show you the paint scheme. It's the quickest way to get myself in trouble. Folks, if you're out there running, be careful with things that I know it's not meant to be offensive, and I agree with the paint scheme, but you got to be careful with the paint schemes because there are a few times where you can get in trouble with the paint schemes. If it makes any sense. Man, you be careful with that cone. Cone will break you. Jason Branch in the 28. David Bell to at 5 spot. Lynn Stout Jr. up 28. There in the 47. I like the 47 paint scheme. That's a good paint scheme. Third caution. And the racing was starting to get good there. About a third of the way through the race. 75 lapper today, folks. 2 fast repairs for the drivers. 4 sets of tires total. I believe the fuel is going to be not really an issue. About a halfway. You still got to pit for fuel, so a lot of the drivers are probably just waiting. An extra set of tires can go a long way. But if they can make, if they come in somewhere around the 35, 40 mark, they'll be fine for fuel after that. As long as there's no cautions, you know what I mean? Four, 29, 49, 28, 26, 36, 3, 25, 121. It's going to be your top 10. They'll be double filed out of the back straightaway. They are going to go back to green flag racing here in just a moment. And when they do, we'll see how long they can keep this one rolling. I suspect that each lap is a little bit longer. Blake Howell out of the race, 66 out of the race. Something happening there. Did he DC? Hold on, we're looking. Thank you, Amar, for putting that out there for me. Who's unfortunate. Back at it. Green flag. 29, 49, 28. Had a good run going on there. 49, 29. The clear. There's Anthony, 1553. That every 4 is irate. Little blink going on there. Make sure drivers are not blinking here. 49 to the bottom side. David Bell in the 26, aka the 5 down to the bottom side. That's David Bell in the Larson pace game. And the 3, Rick Schneider behind. Caution once again. Somebody had an issue. David Farella. Ryan Campbell. Somebody trying to stop here. There's the 100 of Dakota Meaner. And oh man. Somebody got punted. What's happened in front? There were 3 and 4 wide already. Far chase. Back-to-back cautions. This is what happens with some of the races and some of the recruitment races. Why some folks just don't like to have recruitment races because you get out here and you try to run. That was unfortunate right there. It's the 24, 81 able to sneak around there. It's Larry Eddy here. Go back and see what happened here. He looked fine. Larry was doing his job. Larry stayed the same lane. Far chase here one more time. Let's go quarter speed here. Larry's running the seam, running the seam, running the seam. 81. They're coming up here. 81. Some net code right there, but the 81 is right there. 9 on the high side. There's no way the 24 knows that he's there like that with the 9. He probably sees the 9, but I doubt he sees the 81 put 3 there, put 3 wide there. He probably thinks he's got a lot more room. That's unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Boy. Dudley out front. Driver Dudley in the Toyota. Yeah. All right. They're pacing. I'll be right back. Ready to go back at it here. Green flag for the 49. Just racing in Kansas. 25 laps in. Now they need a really good green flag run. 81.23 there. Actually, it's a 71. Gino about 3 wide again. 30 of Derek Sellers is the 21 to the bottom side. Oh, man. Oh, man. Aggressive is going to go around. That's exactly what you're going to see here. 14 back to the outside. 8 to the bottom side. At 30, Derek Sellers stuck in a rock and hard spot. Still 3 wide on the bottom side. One straight away looking as such. Whoa. The 8. That's Seth Hatchell here. He tried. He's got the 38. He tried to get himself down to the low. Caution comes back out. Dakota Meaner involved. As the 100 goes back around again. Mar, thank you for the like, man. Appreciate you. Here you go. The 25 there to the bottom side. It's a drop in the corner. And then, oh, no, the league owner goes to turn into the corner. Bar chase. Watch this one again. Oh, 25 goes to drive down to the bottom side, the 100 of Dakota Meaner right there. Boy. Joey Gregory had an issue too. Whoa, everybody getting plowed here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm trying to check up for a caution. The 19 with a blown engine now. How unfortunate is that? Come on now. We got this. Let's go. Here, watch this one more time. So right about here, see the drivers up there just being super aggressive. Not too early. They're 3 and 4 wide up there. And then drivers just sliding up the racetrack. That was unique. Trying to piece this one together. Albert Anderson up here near the wall. Kind of want to back this in here. Let's just do this. Let's just back this up. What was going on up here? Here's Albert Anderson driving 39. 37 did the same thing that 25 did. Very human. Coda out of the race. 4 is going to be out there on older tires. Some drivers, you know, newer tires in some of the field. Derek Sellers out here in the 30 has new tires as well. You know, it happens. What I wanted to do, folks, take a ride with me on in the iRacing platform. I want to make sure that we, what are the options here? Get rid of this. You're going to make sure that, yeah, that's turned on. Hey, mirrors. Mirror, mirror on the wall. All right. That's turned on. I'm going to take away the opportunity for temporary edits because I want to change a camera. On all of these cars, it's going to be this one. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I like this camera right here. Okay. Let's save this car. Same thing, folks. Sorry about this. I'm doing this while we're here. This way you can see exactly, let's save your parking phase. Okay, the Ford or the Toyota. There's the Chevy. Chevy, we need to come down a little bit. There's Gino. There's Powell. Yeah. Oh, how about them apples? Bit of caution one more time. Now you know how it's done, folks. Oh, we need to make sure that we go back and make sure this is on temporary edits, so that way whenever I do this, I click on a different car. I click on a different camera and then I go back to that car. Hey, see, there you go. Look at that. You know, now you know the rest of the story, how this works in real life. Yeah, that's what it is. Gonna be the 449, the 26, and the 29. Pitter patter, let's get at her. Green flag waves, they are ready to go. '49 on the outside. Big piece of real estate being fought over. Side by side for the lead. We're good to go, though. Everybody's still nice and calm. Controlled chaos is what I'm seeing. Jason Branch back here, 28 stuck in a rocking hard spot. 40 on the bottom side, 81 on the outside. 30 trying to go places. 30 up on the high side. Watch Gino to the outside. He's in that 23 car. Whoa, 30 up in front of the 39. Albert Anderson. That gave the 30 of Sellers a big bump there. Right now, 3 wide behind as the 40 tries to collect 81. Some things happen below it. And Kraus back here rebounding as well at 14. Lynn Stout Jr. up 25. Just needs to be a little patient. Caution comes back out. Though, as we try to get ourselves situated, see if everybody can slow down, calm themselves down. Noel and David Farella involved. Holmberg here, right here. That's all the way up. And the 37 is coming down. Oh, man. We're going to have to bring back out the helicopter award. That ain't no joke. I have it here somewhere. Man, oh, man. Cockpit view here. He went to try to turn in. That car went up and over the hood. David Farella here. Sorry, yeah, that was David Farella. David holding on. That's a 25. Matt Maribo below. Farella having to go around as well. Where's that behind? What's that? There's a 45. There's a 37. This happens right in front of Samuel Frazier here. Sam's just trying to turn into the corner. He's assuming that he's going to be able to run that second lane. Let's go to that cockpit. Boy, that's how you find yourself under power. Boy. 47 coming off pit road. Seth Warren's going to be your race leader here as the 81 takes over the lead. And behind John Freeman, who came out on lap 17. Albert Anderson came out on 27. Some of these drivers are going to be just fine when it comes to fuel because they can run about 48 to 55 laps. That's going to be plenty of time to be able to get themselves out of this race all the way to the end. We'll see if they're going to be able to hold on to it with tires. That's going to be a big factor here. Green flag laps are going to be a big factor here as well as the cautions are starting to tick away. Not the league's doing, just the form of racing. Sometimes the form of racing goes that far. That's Warren. Clean car. 39's got some big nose damage. Big dang old nose damage there. All right. Take a flyby around good old Kansas Speedway. And big front stretch. One of my favorite tracks. Driver's going to do just fine. They'll be back to double file. Turn 1 to turn 2. Progressive banking. Not really. It's a high line running track. And if we cut across to turn 2, you'll be able to see how the exit comes up near the wall. A couple of bumps in the middle of the turns make it upsetting. And then as they come around on the back straightaway, you'll see the American Ethanol back straightaway have a slope down into the infield where that right there changes banking a couple of times. So it goes from very flat to kind of flat to banked to really banked, which is about 18 degrees, 18 to 22 degrees, I believe, all the way into the corners. As we'll see a lot of these drivers think about when they need to make passes. Well, I'll tell you what, 3 lanes running around this track is a lot of fun, but you can't run this track like you run New Atlanta. Pit road entrance, I believe, is 45 miles an hour, so you got to go from heavy speeds to that right there. They're ready to go. I'm ready to go. How about green flag racing right here? 81-20, 49-14. That's going out front. 39 of Albert Anderson trying to keep up here. With 14 to the outside on the exit, maybe. 14 might be able to dip low here. Either that or give a big shove to the 39's nose. Right behind Ken Kraus, doing a phenomenal job with the 99. Love for Jesse on the back quarter panel. There's the 19. Joe Gregory behind with 38 of Sam Hatchell on the other side. Behind Dave Bell and Gino Morrow. Ready to go. I kind of want to go on board with Gino here. Gino's been killing it on the high side. Looks down to the bottom. Ooh, forces it. That's a forced entry there, folks. You gotta watch that. You don't want to see that happen. 35 laps to go this time by. John Freeman. Seth Warren. Did a great job up front. Bell to the outside. Albert Anderson all the way to the bottom. He's going to see that high line. Trying to pass him. He's got some nose damage on that front, on that bottom side. So his best bet is to continue to try to run the bottom. But you never know. Gonna watch that 49 stay all the way on the bottom here, below the apron. Kind of a dangerous move. Nicola gonna roll onto it. Caution comes back out again. Jason Branch right here. Branch in the 28. Across the nose in the 49. Take a look here. I talk about 3 wide here. Our chase. The 3 wide just fine. 28 with a run. Has the draft of, that is the actual fine of the race. And it's Ryan Campbell. Back up here one more time. 49. Probably got a clear spotter. He moved up kind of drastically there. I thought, not in a bad way. His spotter might have said clear. And then 28 stalled out. Like the 28 had movement. Watch this. This is weird. 28's moving forward. And then right about here is when the 49's like, all right, my spotter says clear, so he starts moving up. But the 28 stalled out. Crazy. Like watching it, though. Seth Hatchell, 38. The 8 on that speed Chevy. That V-Speed Chevy. And looks to be just fine right now. 4's going to be behind. It's Anthony Ficola. Eric Sellers is going to be in third. Dave Bell, William Mann work themselves back up there as well. All the way through 14th, staying out. Everybody else back to pit road. What do you think, folks? There's normally a camera that we have. We normally have it the opposite direction. We don't take on a manual focus. Normally, it's like this, where you see the rear view mirror more than you see what's out in front. That's kind of cool, too. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Just some thoughts. That's it. Oh, I do need to take up speed. There we go. Because I want to be able to do things that mean going fast. You know, because this is supposed to be a drone, right? Saw some of the coolest drone work yesterday when it came to the SRX race that I went to. So, you know, if you get an opportunity to go to the SRX races, I encourage you to do so. touchy. Actually, really touchy. Big runs. Gonna make some good footage later. I'll be able to use that like that. How about it? 3 and 4 wide. Give me 30 laps there. Tony. Whoa, big wreck. This is a 23 on the racetrack. Brian Wasserman here. He got took out, man. That's Warren the same. Wow. Take a bunch of strangers, throw them together, say, hey, there's a chance Seth Hatchell can score the race leader? Question mark? Oh, he should be. Yeah, he should be. Whole bunch of cautions. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Eric Sellers in the 30. Brian Wasserman on pit road. I think Brian had to jump to pit road, so did Jonathan Wright. Waiting for the tow. Here's David Perella. Got a 91 here. Could be the 9. He's going to come to pit road. Was he caught up in the? He was caught up on that. Go to David Perella here. He was sent. Perella was there on the outside. 3 wide. And then boom. Out of nowhere. You know, and this is just saying as nicely as I can, if these drivers would just let the race start happening, they're pushing 3 wide really fast and way too early. And I'm not saying that we don't need 3 wide racing. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is that it just seems like they're kind of trying to jump themselves out there really quickly too soon. You know what I mean? And it's just causing more issues, and they're not going to be able to get themselves taken care of out of this. You know what I mean? So that you just kind of have to just pace yourself. There's still quite a bit of racing left. They haven't even let the tires come in yet. Most of them came out on 35 or later right now. Some have brand new tires. Seth Hatchell did not take tires. He's yet to take tires, but they haven't ran enough green flag laps to really make that a difference, I would think. Nash has been to pit road 4 times, according to the relative, the race leader is. So he might have used all of his tires. Who knows? Eric Sellers is going to be here in that second spot. He may not have. He may have just used 1 set and it's good to go. Anthony in the 4. Ready to go. Russell Black here. Up 10. Glenn Stout Jr. up 30. 47's doing just a decent job. He's like, you know what? Keep my nose clean. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Man, oh man. Oh, this chair needs to be replaced, folks. It really does. League racing happens. This is an open hosted race where they're trying to recruit drivers, recruit some of the better drivers out there, and recruit those who want to stick around through the entire race, and recruit those who know that you got to be patient because it's live streamed doesn't mean that I'm not going to call it out. I called out Matt Marie earlier. He turned down into a driver. Did you think he was going to be clear? Yeah, but he still turned down into him. He's a league owner. I don't care who wins. I care about the race going green. That's what we need. 8th caution. Coming around complete lap 50. Bell to the bottom side. 26 of Bell trying to roll to the bottom. 4 of Anthony Vicola goes to the bottom as well. Clears the 38 like he's standing still. And right now, net code 1. Russell Black able to save it there. That was incredible. Got some right rear damage now, though. Man, oh man, oh man. It's a 71. It's Gino. You can't win this race if you can't finish this race. A little wide. The 3 wide. And then a hip check right there causes that. And I think that they would have been fine if they had let it go green. I do want to go back and see what happened to Russell Black here. 23 is going to get up here and go to the 71. It's Gino. 4 4s on his I rating. 4,444 on the I rating. Prior to that, though, who is it? Where's Scott? Scott, Russell Black. Right here. Let's follow the restart here for Russell Black. He's in the 1. Now you can feel like Superman in these cars, I promise you. 1 on the bottom side, 49's clear, 1 second lane. Russell Black, nothing wrong with his line here. He's here, he's on the bottom, he's good, not quite clear. And then some net code. But watch this, great job by the 19 and the 45. That one, Russell saved that one pretty nicely, and then, you know, drivers turning down in front of him, he's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Russell will come back to pit road. Hopefully he'll be able to get that thing worked on, get it fixed. Yeah, down to it. Fix Racing League brought to you by Admin Box and will be broadcasted here on Signature Esports, folks. It's going to be Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern when their green flag's going to drop. They're going to run, I would say, I think they're third of they were talking about running half of the length races, but I don't think that's a good idea. I think running a third of the length races would be good, but I think they shortened it. They were going to run half, but I think they shortened it up. I think they shortened it up from there. Cost to the enter the league's $20. That is to the Fixed Racing League, not to me. I don't control the leagues, folks. I just call the races. And yeah, it's been good. It's been a good race. It's been a fun race. 9th caution. Dark Horizon Fishing. The Legend. Spicy. About 22 laps to go, I believe. 21, 22 laps to go when we go back to it. Here's the deal, though. You just need to roll this thing green. Roll it green. Duke it out at the end. Don't have a caution every 3 laps. Doesn't make for good racing. It just makes for caution. You know what I mean? Oh, Colo blinks. Says Hatchell, 38, ready to go. Green flag. 21 to go. Cool, calm, and collected. He had a 40 car down 22. We had 39 cars there, down 22, 17 drivers out. 4 up the side draft. Quite the pace, and you see Axel Freeman ready to go. By an I rating about 3,200 a piece. Ford drops down to the bottom. Freeman in that third spot. Freeman ready to go. Has the 5 on the paint scheme. 20 right there. Dudley up in the race as well. Dudley ready to rock and roll. Right behind him, Albert Anderson rebounding. 32 spots gained. 99 to Kim Kraus. To the bottom side, William Mann Jr. up through the field again. And now they just need to stretch it out. 30 of Sellers. Trying to close it in. 19 laps to go. Now they can get a feel. And now we're going to be 3 wide. And we're going to get another caution. Robert Dudley involved back here. Unfortunate for that. We'll see what happened. It's the 39 running third lane, which is Kansas. Kansas line in the Gen 6 car. Dudley comes down. It just gets tight. And then Dudley's along for the ride. The 19's lucky. Wow. Net coated right through that one. 10th caution of the race. Dudley should be able to, he might still have a fast repair. We'll see if he does. Kansas is a great racetrack. It really is. It can give you some great racing. New car for the 49. Issue is Cola coming to pit road, new tires for some of the drivers. The issue is that on this Gen 6 car, some of the drivers just feel like they can just send it anywhere, and that's never a good idea. Robert Dudley will be leaving pit road. Will be a lap down now, though. Which is unfortunate. But a chance to be the lucky dog. Dalton Powell, Lincoln, John Freeman, your race leader. And Freeman's your race leader. Dalton Powell seems to be blinked out of the race. William Mann Jr. And there's a look at the ticker, what everybody's got going on. Powell out of the race. I don't know why it scored him as the race leader at the moment. Kind of weird. I think the iRacing ticker is doing something weird. I don't know. We'll see. A whole lot of drivers out of the race. Could have been a great race if they didn't send it too soon. Freeman, William Mann, Kim Kraus, Brad Neer. Bell, both Bells, Dave Bell Jr. and It says Crank L. I assume that's the real name. I don't know. Joe Gregory, Ryan Campbell. Got to make sure that everybody changes their name the way they're supposed to. About them apples. Brad Neer's on the top side. He's got the 96 or the 76 there, but he's a 6 on your relative. 99 to the bottom side. That's Kim Kraus. Ready to go? Gen 6 cars? I'm ready to go. Hopefully you are as well. Green flag. 16 laps to go to be 15. $20.29, the 6. 20 late reaction to come up the race line there. Whoa. Brad Neer sent it to the bottom. Crossed over William Mann. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. Freeman came in on 42. Brad Neer came in on 52. Took out fresher tires to the bottom side. Brad Neer bounces it off the bottom of the racetrack. And right now, Freeman back to the crossover. He's up to speed now. 29 back to the bottom side. Battle for the lead is such. Crossover for Freeman. Brad Neer sent it into the corner. Did a great job. There's Kim Kraus here. Kraus in fourth. Little lap traffic happening. 39 lap down. National runs a 30.5. This is where the cars get dicey. 10 laps to go. Anthony Fikola going to the bottom side as well. A little rear damage still for the number 4, but nothing wrong with it. You can be Superman in these cars. I promise you. Races. That's what aren't you? Yep, that's what I mean. You can feel like Superman until you start flying. John Freeman. Right there in the 20. As the leader, our chase. That's Brad Neer. It's in the back bumper and turns him. Oh. Everybody's along for the ride after that. So John Freeman got bumped by Brad Neer. And then that wrecks the field. Go back. Caution right here. Brad Neer getting into the corner here. Bumped him free. Bumped him out of the way down to the bottom. And then everybody goes and wrecks. 99 of Kim Kraus. Did a pretty phenomenal job here. We'll be under 10 laps to go now. John Freeman will be able to come in, fix the car. I think Freeman's been out front pretty much the majority of the night. So maybe a fast repair in the books for some of these drivers. The 4 went ahead and took one. And take tires. I'm a Larson fan. I'm starting to become a Freeman fan here. He was a little uncalled for by Brad Neer. Bumped him free. Hey, that's racing, I guess. 14's going to be in second here. Noel has made up some ground here in the TGI Fridays 45. Glenn Stout Jr. in the 47. in the Alpine Star Chevy Camaro. Also, Black has rebounded in the that Mustang he's seen better days. Okay, he's been starred many plays. Gino out of the race. William Mann will come back around. Robert Dudley should have been your lucky dog. So Dudley should be back on the lead lap now. Dudley going to tail end of the road, but he is back on the lead lap. So Kim Kraus will be leaving pit road. Noel Holmberg will be there as well. William Mann Jr. coming back in. There's the man, the myth, the legend, William Mann. Brad Neer chooses the outside on the restart. 14 is going to be there on the inside. Glenn Stout, Russell Black. And the action is heating up here at Kansas. Sorry, every time I want to say that, I want to sound closer and closer to the guy on NBA Jam. He's heating up. I can't do it though. Don't have it. I'll do it. I can do some impressions, but that's just not one of them. Near Bell Black, Stout Bell Ficola, green flag, and then there's 16. Start 14 to Bell in closing proximity. Russell Black ready to dig as well. Freeman says, you know what? We're going. If we're going, we're going. Caution comes back out, and that was ridiculous. Back up. Bar chase. On the 20 of John Freeman. New gears, new tires. Finds it clear. Drops in. Good line. There's a hole. Very wide. 37. It's squirrely. The 5 goes around. Or the 20 goes around. Back under caution. Brad Neer, your race leader. Glenn Stout. Got to come in, get the car worked on. And I think we're going to have a green, white checkered. I do believe so. It's been a recruitment race. Hopefully they pick up a couple of guys out of this. They pick up a few that have stuck with it and done a great job with it. You know what I mean? Some things that I take away from this is that this was an open recruitment race. It's Kansas. Kansas can be a fun track to drive. It is my favorite track to drive. But the issue is that, you know, in this race they've literally gone about 3 or 4 laps green, and then the Superman effect comes in. And then we start seeing track awareness kind of go away. But then again, a lot of these drivers may not have driven the Gen 6 car in quite a while, so we'll see. League starts in 2 weeks, and I know that you know, they'll keep the field where it needs to be, and they have a no-nonsense policy when it comes to wrecking and that kind of stuff. So we'll see what the drivers, what the league entails when it comes to being a clean league and being, you know, getting rid of the cautions, because you want to minimize. The goal of every league is to minimize cautions, and this, you know, they don't want this to be the case here. They want to they want to get out here and run and enjoy themselves and have a ton of fun. Sorry, we're going to 75, so we're going to have 3 laps to go. We go back to green, 4 laps to go. Yeah, so we're completing lap 70. They're going to begin lap 7. We're completing lap 71, so we should have 4 laps. 4 laps to go, roughly 3 or 4 laps, somewhere around there. But yeah, just bear that in mind, folks. These guys, they're doing what they can. They're going to continue to do what they can to try to improve it. They have a truck series that's free that you can join as well if you want to be a part of that. That is not broadcasted. I believe that's on Thursday nights. And I think I might actually run that. I'm not quite sure. It depends on if I pick up another broadcast on Thursdays, then I won't. But if I do, well then, or if I don't, then I might run the truck series. We'll see. We'll see what happens. 6:14.14. Restart zone, green flag. Big jump for the 6 on the high side. Routine's going to slide up. Nicola Black on the run. It is 4 laps to go. See if we can finish this under green. There's the 4 to the bottom side. Bell up on the high side. Because I don't think that Brad Neer has the tires that Anthony Picola does. And the 4 here, 15:53 on the I rating. You're going to see some drivers send it here with 3 laps to go. Down to the bottom he goes. Going to be able to clear the 6 pretty quickly here. So Picola takes the lead. Watch out. There's more coming his way. Jason Branch on the 28, new tires for that driver. Anthony Picola trying to clear the 6 here. Down to the bottom, 2 to go. Brad Mears, Anthony Picola ran the fastest lap of the race, a 30 flat. So 29.999 is what it shows on my relative. 28 with a head of steam, 14 behind. Russell Black trying to make some things happen. There is the 49 as well. John Freeman trying to rebound from all those issues that happened earlier. Anthony comes around. Going to have the white flag here. Final lap here at Kansas. And what's been an eventful, caution-filled recruiting race. But I tell you what, the end's going to be fun. Brad Neer loose on the bottom side. Jason Branch to the outside. Anthony Picola able to clear him, makes it work. John Freeman to get to the back bumper of the 6. Can he take 3rd away? Anthony Picola is going to be your race winner here at Kansas, and definitely needed that. Had a good run, a solid car. 28 of Jason Branch doing a great job as well. Brad Neer finishes in 3rd. John Freeman got himself around, had a fantastic run from the back to the front, and drivers are wrecking after the fact. We don't pay that any attention. A good run. John Freeman had a good run there as well, but Anthony Picola had a great one. William Mann having fun with some of the fine folks there. They're gonna turn each other around. Chance for the burnout here. Ford comes home in victory lane, deserves every minute of it. Freeman will finish 2nd. Blake Howell, actually that's the practice results. Forgive me on that, folks. I don't understand why that did that. It's not supposed to. There it is. Picola, Branch, Brad Neer is going to be your top 3. Freeman, Bell, Dudley, David Bell Jr., Russell Black, Noel Holmberg, and Joe Gregory make up the top 10. Krause, Stout, Mann, Marie, Campbell, Frazier, Haschel, and Lowe, your top 18. And then here's a look at the rest of your race results. Thank you to Admin Bosch for coming on board with the Fixed Racing League. And an absolute blessing of a company to work with, folks. If you've not seen Admin Box, I encourage you to go check them out. Go to theadminbox.com, ADMINBOXX, as it is right there. Man, oh man. Oh. About it. Is Branches here. Anthony here. You know what? We'll just join all of them up here. How about it? Jason, P2 finished, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, good stuff.
Tell me what you were thinking at the end. You had tires, man.
You know, it was a horrible night. I mean, yeah, you got to expect that on a open recruitment race. But yeah, I had tires, and the draft, man. The three of us, we were drafting. They kept dropping the bottom. I know it was the shortest way around, but with one to go, I just hammered down on the top. And
kind of the best way to do it, right?
Yeah, I got to P2 and just didn't have enough time for P1. I maybe one or two more laps. If we would have had green white checkered, I think I could have got up there. But yeah, I just sent it in and prayed that it stuck, and it did, and I got around to second, and well, that's where I am.
Tell you what, P2 is not too bad. Kansas 11 cautions tonight. It was frustrating to watch you guys. I knew that these cars can make you feel like Superman. And that's what I said. I said it probably half a dozen times on the stream. You feel like Superman, and you feel like you can go anywhere on the racetrack, but so does everybody else. And it kind of has to get to the point where you're finding you have to find their groove, let the race develop, and then see where the cars kind of blend together. And today you guys weren't able to do that.
That we were just talking about it. That they were fast, and I and a couple other people said, yeah, I could be fast too if I never lifted. There were some cars that it didn't matter if they were 3 wide, they were going to put it 4 wide. And that's what you're getting in a recruitment race. The league is not like this, trust me.
See, I know. I did state that out there a couple of times. But Jason, you're the only one inside the top 3 that I have here. So you get all the spotlights. So you get to give shout outs.
Nice. Yeah, just shout out to my team 4X. We got one of our teammates that might be here halfway through the season. He had knee surgery and he's out for like 6 weeks. Casey Duncan, get better. Jason Stewart should be around. And yeah, I can't remember who I have. I have Royal Purple on my car tonight. But yeah, normally I drive the Navy car. Shout out U.S. Navy, retired Navy, and all the guys overseas. Stay safe, and to you, man, I'm looking forward to talking to you some more this year.
It'll be fun. I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be a great season. Matt, you're in here. Tell people what they need to know about the trucks and this Gen 6 Cup Series coming up.
Oh man, where do I start? Season 2 coming up of the truck series. We'll be racing Thursday nights around 8 p.m. Eastern time. The 100% races, it's free entry, so that's a plus. I got live race control, 17 races, 5 race playoff, and I think we got like 1 double header in there at the end of the regular season. And then Gen 6 will be Friday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern, and they run 50 miles more than the truck series do on Thursday. It's $20, but that covers all your fees for the season, and it's a one-time fee for the season. We've got a great broadcast set up by you, and we appreciate you being here, and have live race control by Mar Paintworks. He's on Facebook as well. Y'all should check him out. He is actually the one that painted my car, and he's going to be pretty much my go-to guy for paints now. So other than that, we'd love to see some new people in the Discord. Yeah, I'm excited. Can't wait for the season to start, and excited to watch back some of these races on Signature eSports as well.
Gonna be fun. Hoosier, thank you very much for the I'm not saying your name, by the way. I'm just gonna call you Hoosier because that was awesome. Thank you for the subscription out there on YouTube. It was awesome. I appreciate you. But my takeaways from today's race, it panned out like a bunch of full scent flat-footed drivers, which can be there. Mm-hmm. But it could have been worse. It could have been so much worse. It really could have. So what I say with a lot of what's going on, folks, just remember that league racing is not this way. Open recruitments do happen like this. They happen more. I'd say 3 out of 5 races you're going to get into. You're going to, when it comes to open recruitment races, this is what it's going to go like. But I encourage you to get out there and find leagues such as the Fixed Racing League, because behind the scenes, when they get into the league racing, they have some of the best racing that you're going to find, and that's what it takes. So make sure that you guys get out there and do that. I about half of this field I've seen or called some of their races in the past, or I've raced next to them in open races or in the official races. So just remember that. Remember that that league racing is some of the best racing out there. So, and I represent some of the. I only take on the leagues that I've done my research on. We've had conversations about. I look at their rule books, and because I want the cleanest racing out there, I want some of the best racing out there. I said, please know that, and please know that that's the reason why we go through this process, because I don't want to make a league who is trying to grow look bad. You know what I mean? Tonight was just an open hosted recruited race, and you're going to take it as it is. And it was some good racing when they could get going. But, we had some cautions that happened there. But some of that was just bonehead moves, and we all watched it. We watched the cautions. It's what happened. But it was fun. It was entertaining, and we're going to do it again. I will see you all on Sunday. Fixed Racing League Discord will be on my Facebook page. I will pin their schedule to the top of it as well. Make sure you check that out. Also, check it out on Twitter. We're going to post it over there. Make sure you take a look at that. But also, if you haven't done so, like, follow, subscribe, Facebook, Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at Real Sig Esports over there. Go to SigEsports.com. Buy some merch by hitting the exclamation point merch. Donate, pull the streams together, and we'll continue to grow. Be good, be safe, be kind to one another, because you're not my friend. We'll see you in the next one.